Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral service for George Gerards Jr., age 90, of Cullman, will be at 11 a.m. Friday at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Jim Walker officiating, entombment in Cullman Heritage Cemetery. Mr. Gerards passed away on Monday at Bethany House Hospice in Auburn. Visitation will be 10 to 11 a.m. Friday at the funeral home. Funeral services for Maddie Ella Martin Leonard, age 108, will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow at 7th Street Baptist Church, interment in Good Hope Cemetery. The viewing will be from 1 to 2 p.m. Ms. Leonard passed away on Monday. She was Cullman County's oldest resident. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Welcome to Today on 2. It is Wednesday, the 13th day of February. This is Ash Wednesday.
That's right.
The beginning of Lent, a 40-day period of repentance and self-denial preceding Easter.
Right.
And Easter will be early this year, in March.
Yeah, it just depends on, I don't know exactly. I think we've asked before how they figure that out and stuff like that, because Easter's always a different time.
Yes, we looked that up here in the studio, George, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and confused all of us.
Okay. Didn't make any sense. Who knows?
No, didn't make any sense at all. Well, anyway, let's start with the weather and see what's going on. The weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet of Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. The weather almanac for February 13th, the average high temperature is 57. The average low is 31. The record high is 76 in 1962. The record low was 13 degrees in 1955. Sunset this afternoon, 5:29. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:32. The satellite picture shows more snow headed toward the northeastern states. I imagine they're really excited about that. Our part of the country, more rain.
Yeah, we're
I don't know if we're excited about that at all.
Oh, goodness.
Here's our forecast for today. Cloudy and windy, slight chance of rain this morning, a high just 49 today. I think that's about what it is right now. For tonight, partly cloudy, a low near 33. Tomorrow, sunny but breezy, a high of 55. Friday, 52. Friday night into Saturday, slight chance of snow flurries. A high of 41 on Saturday. Let's see, the low Sunday morning around 24 degrees when we head for church on Sunday.
Wow.
46 Sunday, 56 on Monday, 59 on Tuesday. So the rain goes away and it gets cold.
Yeah. Usually that's what happens.
It is still winter, isn't it?
It is. Last night I was on my way home and there was lightning. It was lightning.
Really?
Yes. Thought that was so weird that it was lightning, but it was still chilly out, and it wasn't actually raining. I think that there was a little drizzle or stuff, but it was ridiculous. This weather has just been very different.
Yes.
Very different.
Day to day changes.
Yeah, you never know.
Everybody is looking forward to springtime.
I think so.
We watched one of our favorite television shows last night, the Westminster Dog Show.
Oh, Oh, good
Kim
for
and I
you.
watch that every year.
Yes, you do.
And just so enjoyable to see all these different breeds of dogs, dogs you've never heard of.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see them, you wonder, where in the world did that dog come from?
Because they kind of crossbreed sometimes, don't they?
Oh,
Try
yeah,
to produce
yeah,
different animals and stuff.
Yeah. We were excited for the fact that the Basset Hound, which is our favorite, came in second
Wow.
in the hound category. Usually the Basset Hound doesn't get recognized for much of anything.
No, it doesn't, does it? You mean you weren't?
And the best of breed was some breed I'd never even heard of.
Oh.
Some fuzzy little black thing.
Little fur ball.
Yeah, little fur ball, little black fur ball. Looked real cute, but I don't know what it was.
I had a friend that texted me and said I should be watching that instead of the State of the Union address.
Was that on last night?
Yeah, I think it was, but I didn't watch it either. I was busy, and I didn't bother.
Okay, who's our Facebook friend today?
Let's see, Stephanie Harvell is our Facebook friend, and let's see, Stephanie likes The Big Bang Theory, which is what I was watching last night in the place of that, and country music, so good for her. Anyway, so thanks for being our friend, Stephanie, and if you want to be a friend, all you have to do is just like us on Facebook and go to Channel 2 and spell out the number 2 Cullman.
And who's come to see us today?
Well, Miss Cindy Rorscheib is here today, and she is a police officer, and she has been doing these classes for quite a while now. We're going 5 years already. Good gracious. It's the Equalizer and Defense course that she helps to train women of all ages. It's a good self-defense course, and every time she comes, I say, okay, I'm going to take that class. Well, this time, I'm going to take that class. I think we need it. It's just to kind of make you aware and, that kind of stuff. So we're going to get all the details from her about how you can take it. Of course, it's for women only, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, we have all these women-only events, but you guys probably know how to do this anyway.
Well, it wouldn't hurt for men to have, especially if you haven't been in the military.
That's right.
Wouldn't be a bad idea either.
We need to work on that, Cindy.
Yeah. Okay, George Spear is here with news and commentary right after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Cullman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference. Time for news and commentary this morning, looking at the Cullman Times and seeing what's going on around the county. Last night, the election for District 11 with 4 Republican candidates. You have the result of that election. Randall Shedd's going to face off with Danny Aldridge in the March 26th runoff election. They'll decide in March 26th who runs against Kelly Evans, the Democrat candidate, and that will be an election set for May. So Randall Shedd in Cullman County, of course we know that District 11 covers more than just Cullman County, but Shedd picked up, Randall Shedd took up 52.21% of the votes, which is quite an impressive lead there. Lydia Haynes took in a little over 16% of the votes, and Mike Graves had about 5% of the votes. And that was an election, if you went to it, you knew what you were doing. It wasn't just something else, a referendum on the ballot. That was the only reason to go to those places. So that probably gives an indication how popular or how unpopular some people might be, don't know. The Cullman City now, their municipal folks are going to charge for copies of public documents. Cullman Times doesn't like it. They've written an editorial this morning, but it can cost like about 50 cents a copy.
depending on what it is, which, I don't know. You know, whenever you do genealogy, you go to a lot of different courthouses, and some have policies to charge. Usually it's about a dime or a quarter per document or page, but that's the folks in City Hall are catching some flack over that. The House yesterday in Montgomery, the House passed a bill to approve the sale of $50 million in bonds to help improve career tech programs. So maybe that's something we'll see materializing to some degree in Wallace State College, you know, because those are the kind of things that certainly people attend to learn different technologies and jobs, for lack of a better term. Also, the House discussed, but now check this one out. Discussed it, but they didn't vote on a resolution asking the Catholic College of Cardinals to choose a black cardinal to replace Pope Benedict. Say what? Huh? Anyway, the Senate approved legislation to merge state law enforcement programs into a new agency, and they're sort of keeping cards close to the vest because I've not seen an explanation as to what they're thinking of. You know, I'm sure it's saving cost probably, but to what extent? One recent study suggests that Alabama could lose up to 40,000 jobs under this so-called sequestration plan. You know, it's lions, tigers, and bears, oh my, you know, Barack Obama telling everybody that if you don't go along with me, look at all these poor folks going to not have a job. Well, WHNT television asked former Redstone Arsenal commander Lieutenant General James Pillsbury, a retired general, what he thought of it. Now, he took and was head of Redstone for a number of years. He says, what I'm hearing is not doom and gloom, he says. He said, you know, I think we'll be okay. He said, yeah, there will be a tightening up, but it ain't lions, tigers, and bears, you know, that sort of thing. Well, I don't know, but if you knew Mr. George Girards Jr., you know that he was, in his younger days, a navigator, a bombardier aboard a B-24, Liberator, one of those World War II planes, with a 380th Bomb Group in the South Pacific. He and his crew survived 28 bombing missions, 28, over Japan. Real tough situation that many of these people experienced, and those were his younger days. He always wanted to live to be 90 years old. 90 years old, he told his folks. Monday, he celebrated his birthday. They prepared a cake for him, and he passed away. And the news this morning. Don't look at me, Ted. You read the obituary. How about that? But he made it. And I think a lot of times that's what some folks do. They set a goal. I'm going to live to be this way. My grandfather was that way, and he actually went past it a couple of years. He lived to be 102. Agriculture, forestry, related industries have a $70.4 billion economic impact on Alabama, according to a new report. And in fact, there are 580,000 jobs that are created or due to agriculture or related kind of industries. I don't know, did you hear the story? If you follow sports at all, you know that Eddie Williams, Tyler Hayes, and Dennis Pettaway, the 3 Alabama football players who've been charged with assaulting and or robbing 2 of their fellow students, their folks are upset that Nick Saban, that he didn't just get them off the team immediately. He put them on indefinite suspension. They're thinking he should be taking a harder stance. What is it about, you know, sporting personalities? They feel like they can get away with anything. You know, and oftentimes that's the case. We want these folks to win, but have a little bit of common sense while you're at it, you know, and that sort of thing. Also, an ownership group that includes David DuBose, the vice president and marketing manager for the Cox Media Group in Birmingham, purchasing several other radio stations in Birmingham. The big fish eat the small fish, don't they? I guess ZZK is one of those. Country music's not having much of a as not as popular, it seems like, as it was, 15, 20 years ago. And, of course, it was that way right after World War II, if you recall. The likes of Eddie Arnold, Perry Como, and those folks were, all of a sudden, their profits began to go down when Elvis Presley began shaking his hips. So I guess it's back and forth, isn't it? Stay tuned, more of Today on 2 after this.
In the nation, we can't make every annoying thing disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. Nationwide insurance members who add Vanishing Deductible get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Join the nation where deductibles go.
Nationwide is on your side.
Selling cookies is about
the big picture. You have to have a goal. A big goal.
something you and your team
Want to do in the world. We choose where the money goes. A trip. An adventure. Helping people out.
helping a lot of people out.
And about the money.
We
Are responsible for it.
Handling it, managing it,
tracking it. Doing great things with it.
This is business.
girl business
The biggest girl-run business
In the world.
Did you think this was just about cookies?
Welcome back to Today on 2. Time to give away some prizes. What do we have on a Wednesday? The day pass to the Wellness and Aquatic Center. And we have the large specialty pizza from Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Those are the prizes for today. What do you say we look at some of our merchant ads? Who are we going to start with today? City Parks and Recreation. Tomorrow night, a night in Paris, Valentine's Dance at the Civic Center, 5:30 until 8:30, and food will be available also.
And Baldwin Counseling Center is always there. If you're having a problem with weight loss, he can help you with that. Individual and family counseling is also available. It's just a phone call away, so give him a call, 256-737-3087.
Foreign and domestic auto repair and service at Autotech, located in Vinemont. This is David Methman's business. He's on County Road 1354.
And the blizzard of the month is the chocolate-covered strawberry. Boy, that is some yummy and delicious. Sweet strawberries blended with rich chocolate, chunks of chocolate.
Mullins Body Shop, over 50 years doing auto body repair and towing. You can still count on them today. That's Mullins Body Shop.
And Barnett Tax Service, tax returns, electronic filing, and bookkeeping services available, including the W-2s and 1099s. She's been serving Cullman for many, many years now. Direct deposits available, debit card, pickup, refund, check at the office, whatever it is you want.
Difference is not when you open our bottle, it's when you open our door. This is Borden Family Pharmacy, providing immunizations including flu, pneumonia, meningitis, shingles, and whooping cough.
And Renard's Gallery and Gifts right there on 1st Avenue Southeast. They have jewelry available, prints, some clothing, some great gift ideas, and do a great job of framing. That's Renard's Gallery and Gifts.
Night Free Insurance, providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations. One of the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama for auto owners insurance.
Medical Arts Apothecaries is a trusted part of your family for 50 years now. Family-owned business, personalized care, making a difference every day. That's Medical Arts Apothecary, caring for you and about your family.
And those are some of the merchant ads. Sunny, Stacy, Beth, and Jim are the people to call at which one of our advertisers. Which business has Sunny, Stacy, Beth, and Jim? First person with the correct answer receives the large specialty pizza from Papa John's and the day pass to the Wellness and Aquatic Center, which admits 6 people.
That's a good deal.
Get all your friends and go for a workout. Our phone number, 256-734-7399. Tell us which business has Sunny, Stacy, Beth, and Jim. Everybody should know the answer to this one.
They really should. We've said that
had
one
those
for
names up there
time.
for years.
Yeah, long time.
Okay, I think we're getting some phone calls now. Large specialty pizza from Papa John's and the day pass to the Wellness and Aquatic Center are our prizes. Hello, who's calling?
This is Glena.
Hi, Glena. How you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Okay, what's the answer to our question?
I think that it's Mullins Body Shop.
You're thinking good today, Glena. You did well. Stay on the line, please. Thanks for calling in. Mullins Body Shop, Sonny Mullins and the family.
Yeah, very good.
And they've been doing a good job for, over 50 years, they say on the ad. Let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. This time we start with Cups Accounting and Tax Service. Check with Cups before you pay too much. They will do personal, business, corporate, or farming returns, free e-filing. That's Cups Accounting Service.
And Inspire the Heart. Tomorrow, of course, is Valentine's Day. Don't forget your special someone. You can go over to Yates Chance Christian Bookstore and pick up a really nice gift, whether it's music, novels, Maibo tablets, whatever kind of gifts you want.
People's Tires Brake and Alignment Centers. Let's see, today is Wednesday. Free, we like free. Fluid level and battery check. People's Tires, located on Catherine Street.
Antique-inspired heirloom jewelry would also make a great Valentine's present for that special someone. Doug Daka Jeweler has a great selection. Go by there on Compass Way in the southwest Cullman area.
Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are welcome. Books are always on sale, even special orders at Deb's Bookstore.
Mr. Hicks Menswear is the Reader's Choice Award winner for men's clothing, now offering suits made to your measurements. What an awesome thing to have a suit that makes just right for you.
Tires for Less is more than just tires. They do oil changes, replace shocks and brakes, do minor engine repair. Come and see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less on Highway 31 North.
Barnett Tax Service, doing those tax returns, electronic filing, and bookkeeping services. Serving Cullman for 41 years. No appointment is necessary. She's located at 402 Main Avenue Southwest, just 1 block north of the post office.
And Finders Keepers, Antiques, Gifts, and Treasures, a place to buy, sell, and consign right here in Cullman, beside J. Drake Salon on 1st Avenue Southwest.
And introducing Smart Stretch. That's the new breathable, comfortable, and durable fabric. Great thing for our nurses to wear. Of course, this can be purchased at the Uniform Place right there at 300 2nd Avenue Southeast.
And the crew at Earl's Body Shop reminds you, move over for emergency vehicles. They do towing, local or long distance, as well as auto body repair. That's Earl's Body Shop. And those are the merchant ads we have for today. I think we have a birthday or two to talk about on February 13th.
Looks like Jaslyn Sharp is going to have a birthday, and her name will be put into the drawing on Friday, where she has the possibility of winning that 8x10 portrait from Baker Photography and an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
And we're going to talk to Cindy Rorscheib right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Welcome back once again, and we're going to visit with Cindy Rorscheib, who is in charge of, and the instigator of, and the instructor of the Equalizer class, right?
Right.
Tell us just a little bit of history. How did this get started?
It got started because one day I got a phone call. I did martial arts for years, like off and on ever since I was 13. And a church called me for a big church camp. It was like 200 girls. It was teenagers for a church camp. And they asked me if I could come and teach the girls some safety things and self-defense, some things to protect themselves, because they were all in a Baptist college. And so I did, and it just, after that I got another request. So then I thought, I'm just going to go to the chief, and I'm going to talk to the chief about maybe doing something like this for our own community, because this was like 2 hours away.
Right.
And I thought, our community needs this. So I went and talked to Chief Culpepper, And he thought it was a good idea, and he said, as long as it's a good certified program to where, there's like a student manual and, a recognizable program, not just something on a whim.
Right.
And so it just so happens Johnny Smith, the founder of the program, happened to be teaching it in some of the police academies as far as like an extra curriculum. And so I hooked up with Johnny, got him on the phone.
Johnny's here in Cullman.
Johnny's here in Cullman, and he said, you know what, I've always been looking for somebody to teach it in our own community. He said, I travel and do this, and I certify these officers as instructors. But until now, you're the first one that's come to me with some interest to do it within our own community. And he said, this is perfect. So Johnny trained me and my sister, Deputy Jennifer Chaffin. So we both got the training from Johnny and the certification, and then it just kind of went from there. And now we go into the schools and do it in the PE class at St. Bernard. The middle school and high school at St. Bernard gets it in their PE class every year. And then Cullman Middle School, Coach Evans has me come and do it for her middle school girls, 7th and 8th grade girls, every year in December. So, and we were in county schools. And so it's just really grown from there. So.
And it is specifically meant for women,
it is meant
right?
for, yes,
Girls
it is. It's
women.
meant for women, ages 12 and up, basically. And it's just a real easy way of learning. It's good technique. And so it's not about how big the person is, it's about the technique. If you can learn the technique, then you can do it. Right. And everything's really, Johnny made it to where it's very basic to learn. It's not, days and days and hours of trying to get it. You can usually get it if you can take a basic class, part 1 and part 2 of the basic stuff, then you can have a very good, grounding in it. So it's pretty good.
Right. Now, is there a cost for it?
It's kind of like a one-time cost. It's $25 for the manual. And so, but the manuals are great. And I always say, Johnny and I talked about this, he's okay with this, one manual per household so that the mom and daughter don't have to pay the $25 each.
Right,
they can just pay $25 and share the manual, and that way they can have it. But it has the step-by-step pictures and description of everything that you learned in class. And so it's great for that because my sister and I, when we were learning this, even with a martial arts background, we studied that manual whenever we was not training with Johnny. That manual helped us a lot because we could look at the step-by-step picture and description and then retain more information from it.
So a good reference source,
Very
especially
good.
months go by and you've kind of forgotten about the class, you can kind of pick up
You can
the
pick
manual.
up your manual. And then once you have your manual, any class from there on is free. So all you need is just the manual. If you'll keep up with your manual, then the next time we have classes, you can just sign up for the class and come for free because you got your manual.
Right. So it's a good refresher course.
Very good. I always recommend that ladies at least take it once a year.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I recommend because then next thing you know, it'll be muscle memory, and before you know it, you'll just do it.
Right.
This time I'm going to cover a little bit more about violence in the workplace. That's been a big question that ladies have been asking me about with just the crazy things going on in the schools, shootings and things like that. And so I'm going to cover some more about workplace violence, what you should do if a gunman comes in, you see a gun, things that you should, think about.
And be aware. And
be
stuff.
aware.
Yeah.
Because it's just getting crazy.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Well, give us details exactly when and where and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, it will be at the Cullman Wellness and Aquatic Center, and it's going to be February the 26th will be part 1, and then March the 5th will be part 2.
So it is 2 parts.
Two parts, and it's 2 Tuesday nights, one Tuesday night and then the next Tuesday night. It starts at 6 o'clock and we end at 8. And it's pretty much all hands-on. You'll have maybe about 20 minutes in the beginning where I'm kind of going over things like, the difference between pepper sprays and guns and what's right for you as far as what kind of weapon. I usually kind of cover the weapons. And then after that, then it's hands-on training. So, and then part 2 is the same thing. And we start out with basic techniques like where to hit the target areas, how to hit without injuring yourself, and then basic grabs like wrist grabs, throat grabs, and then we do a little bit of ground things. If you're tackled to the ground, what can you do once you're on the ground? Because most fights are over within 2 minutes, and half the time they're going to end up on the ground. So what do you do once you're there? That kind of thing.
Yeah. And so do they have to register in advance, or?
It would be good if I at least knew how many, just so I could know how many manuals to provide. So if someone could let me know, but they can actually bring, you know, the money for the manual. You can do that the first night of class.
Okay. So they contact the city police department?
They can contact me.
Okay.
It's 256-736-4703.
Okay.
Or my email is cindyr@cullmanpd.com, which is on Cullman PD's website. So if you go to Cullman Police Department's website, the information on how to contact me is there as well.
Okay. Thank you, Cindy, for being here. Great
You're welcome.
information, and I encourage everybody to get out there and do this class.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We have more coming up right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
And I saw her the next morning, and when I went in to bring her breakfast to her, I saw her feet on the floor, and I thought she was dead.
The doctors had told me that I shouldn't drive anymore. I was happy about it, and I knew that I was not going to live with them.
We had to do something because Mother's health was just going down rapidly.
They were as anxious as I was to get situated while I was still able to make some of the decisions myself.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. The Bounds Memorial for Kids State Variety Show is going to be Saturday, February the 16th at 2 o'clock at Wallace State Community College. Tickets are just $5 in advance and $10 at the door. And the 10th Annual Empty Bowls Dinner will be taking place on Monday, February the 18th at Cullman First United Methodist Church from 4:30 to 7. Tickets are $10. Proceeds to benefit Cullman Caring for Kids Food Bank. If you have a community billboard you want to send to us, send it to channel2cullman@gmail.com, fax it to 256-734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2, spell out the number 2 Cullman.
And the weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. It'll be cloudy and windy today, maybe a little rain this morning, a high of 49. Partly cloudy tonight, low of 33. Sunshine returns tomorrow with a high of 55. We have a couple of former Cullman residents coming to see us tomorrow.
Yes, we do. Jack and Penny Keck, if you remember them. But they have an interesting story that they're going to share with us tomorrow. Right. So
we will welcome them back to Cullman tomorrow. Thank you for watching today on 2.
I hope you have a great day.